Hey, what's going on everybody? I'm Blue Monkey. Welcome back. Today we're going to do a fun, less serious video and talk about why in God's name somebody would actually want to play Undead. Well, as an Undead player, I'm about to tell you exactly why. There's going to be a good combination of practical and anecdotal reasons in this video pertaining to the actual gameplay benefits of playing the race, as well as a couple reasons to think about just identifying with the Forsaken. And without further ado, let's just jump right in. First reason to think about playing an Undead is the lore. Now, the creation story of the Forsaken is a twisting and turning tale, but long story short, it's fucking crazy. Basically involves a long drama between Kil'jaeden and Ner'zhul, resulting in the creation of the first Lich King and eventually the Undead. It's a crazy story, guys. So this chain of events eventually leads to the falling of Sylvanas Windrunner at the hands of Arthas, setting her subsequently on a quest for revenge against him. And what I mean by the falling of Sylvanas Windrunner, guys, is this is the moment that she actually turns into the Banshee Queen. She then proceeds to kill the Dreadlords and free the Undead from the grasp of the Lich King, stepping up as their leader herself, or something like that. There's a good video out there by Crucial that explains everything really well, and of course I will link that in the description below. But not to mention, the Undead are kind of the outcasts of the Horde. According to the lore, everyone's creeped out by them, and while often being jokingly called emos and goths, I mean, can you blame them? Their existence is pretty bleak and miserable. I mean, imagine returning home after raising from the grave only to have your family shriek in fear and run from you in terror. I'd probably go get an edgy haircut and reinvent myself too. Number 2, racial abilities. Now, I love the racial abilities of the Undead, specifically Will of the Forsaken and Touch of the Grave. Both of these abilities are, in my opinion, sick as hell, not to mention being great to have in PvP. Will of the Forsaken allows you to escape any charms, fears, or sleeps, while Touch of the Grave gives your damaging attacks a chance to deal some juicy extra damage while healing yourself at the same time. Now, you can hopefully see exactly why these abilities are so potent in PvP. With it being such a CC heavy place, any additional ability to help us get out of those CCs cannot be taken lightly. And that goes for any class, and any spec as well, and it doesn't matter whether you're playing DPS, or tank, or healer, this is going to be useful to you in those PvP situations. And with Touch of the Grave giving us that extra little bit of passive healing and damage, the Undead really do start to sound appealing when fighting against other players, or enemy NPCs. Additionally, Undead can breathe underwater, which is just a nice little bonus on top, and the Cannibalize ratio, while not very potent, is a great way to troll your enemies after killing them in PvP. Reason number 3. The Undercity. It just feels so cozy, you know? Nothing like a constant stream of toxic sludge to remind you that everything will be okay. No, but for real, the Undercity is literally the most metal city in the entire game. I mean, we have mad science experiments, skull chandeliers, and shit that would make any other race gag, but not us. Not to mention these fucking things. Plus, the only entrances are through a hole in the side of a mountain or a hidden elevator in the middle of an abandoned city, which is just badass in my opinion. And not to mention, the starting zone, Tearsfall Glades, is super sick too. Just gives you that Halloween vibe, but not a corny way. You know what I mean? Reason number 4. Character customization options. As if the Undead didn't look cool enough already. With the release of Shadowlands came a ton of new character customization options. Now granted, most of the races got new customization options, but I think the Undead came out particularly well. Now with the ability to choose how much bones are showing, a bunch of cool new hairdos, some darker skin colors, new eye options including glowing and bare sockets, and the separation of facial features and jaw features, I'd say the Undead customization options came second only to the Orcs. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't play Alliance. Either way, these customization options are tight. And who doesn't love a putrid tongue hanging where your lower jaw should be, right? Number 5 is gonna be the Undead emotes. Gotta give a shout out to the Undead emotes. Now, I admit this is gonna boil down to personal preference, and before you go, I do want to add that I am gonna be including a bonus reason after this, so don't leave just yet. But I mean, look at those dance moves. Dude looks like he belongs in a damn mosh pit. I swear, everything about the Forsaken is just metal as fuck. But I have a couple more for you that I really enjoy. Have a listen to this laugh. I love it so much. I love it so much. One more time. Love it. Now, how about this cry? Okay, but here's the best one. Best train emote in the entire game. Now, I did promise the 6th bonus reason, and I intend on holding true to that, so here it is. Number 6, the ability to tame undead pets as hunters. Now, as a hunter main, running a mainly hunter channel, I gotta give a shout out to the ability to tame undead beasts. Now for the record, any race can tame undead beasts as long as they have a simple tome of bone binding, which can be found on Maldraxxus elites and Maldraxxus dungeon bosses. However, the drop rate is pretty low, and I think it's only right that us undead would naturally bond with the beasts of the same affliction. And trust me, it feels super badass to charge into battle with your bony ass self alongside your modeled rotten pet. Now, if you're interested, I did make a video on all the undead pets in the game, and I'll put it on the card in the top right corner of your screen now. And the bottom card I'm just gonna set as best for viewers, so hopefully YouTube does us both right. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like if you liked and sub if you want to see another video next week. Guys, I'm Blue Monkey, and I will see you then. Peace.